What if the secret to happiness wasn't earning more money, but learning how to spend it wisely? In Happy Money, The Science of Happier Spending, Elizabeth Dunn and Michael Norton explore the surprising ways that money can enhance our well-being when spent with intention. This is the story of how I transformed my approach to spending, unlocking more joy and fulfillment in the process. By embracing these principles, I learned how to maximize the happiness that money could bring, reshaping not only my finances but also my overall outlook on life. Dunn and Norton argue that experiences provide greater and longer-lasting happiness than material possessions. They explain that experiences, such as trips or memorable outings, create lasting memories and foster connections with others, while the joy from material goods tends to fade quickly. Experiences often bring a sense of novelty and adventure, making them more impactful over time. I reflected on my own spending habits. Was I prioritizing experiences that enriched my life, or was I focused on accumulating more stuff? Inspired by their research, I started redirecting my spending toward experiences like weekend getaways, concerts, and dinners with friends. These moments created cherished memories and deepened my relationships. I found that experiences often became stories I enjoyed revisiting, further enhancing their value. This chapter taught me that the value of money lies not in what we own, but in the moments we create. By choosing to invest in experiences, I found a deeper and more enduring sense of happiness. Experiences also gave me a greater appreciation for the people and places that shaped those moments, enriching my connections to the world around me. Scarcity makes things more special, and Dunn and Norton emphasized the power of limiting indulgences to increase appreciation. They explain that when we have constant access to something, its value diminishes over time. By turning everyday luxuries into occasional treats, we can reignite the excitement and joy they bring. I began applying this principle by treating certain luxuries as occasional rewards. For instance, instead of having coffee shop lattes daily, I limited them to once a week, savoring the experience more fully. This approach extended to other areas, such as dining out and shopping for non-essentials. I found that waiting for these moments made them more enjoyable and meaningful. This chapter reminded me that less can truly be more. By making indulgences rare, I learned to appreciate them more deeply, enhancing the joy they brought me. This strategy also helped me save money, allowing me to allocate funds to experiences and priorities that aligned with my long-term goals. The anticipation of a special treat became a source of happiness in itself. Time is our most precious resource, and Dunn and Norton explain that spending money to save or enhance time can significantly boost happiness. Whether it's hiring help for chores or paying for convenience, using money to free up time for meaningful activities is a worthwhile investment. Time spent on things that truly matter creates a ripple effect of well-being. I started looking for ways to buy time in my own life. I hired a cleaning service once a month and opted for grocery delivery when my schedule was hectic. These changes allowed me to spend more time with loved ones and pursue hobbies that brought me joy. I also found that delegating tasks reduced my stress and improved my focus on important goals. This chapter taught me that money spent on time is money well spent. By focusing on activities that added value to my life, I felt more balanced and fulfilled. I discovered that even small investments in time-saving measures, like hiring someone to handle errands or paying for faster commutes, could dramatically improve my quality of life and overall happiness. Dunn and Norton highlight the psychological benefits of delaying gratification by paying for something upfront and enjoying it later. This approach builds anticipation and allows us to savor experiences more fully without the stress of immediate costs. The joy of looking forward to something becomes a part of the experience itself. I began adopting this strategy by planning vacations and events well in advance. Paying for them upfront allowed me to enjoy the anticipation without worrying about expenses during the experience. I also applied this principle to subscriptions and memberships, ensuring I got maximum value and enjoyment. Knowing that the costs were already covered made the experiences feel more liberating and stress-free. This chapter reminded me that delayed gratification can enhance happiness. By shifting my mindset, I found greater enjoyment in the things I looked forward to and a sense of freedom during the moments themselves. Anticipation became a source of excitement and added an extra layer of satisfaction to my experiences, reinforcing the value of planning ahead. One of the most compelling insights in Happy Money is the power of generosity. Dunn and Norton explain that spending money on others, whether through gifts, charitable donations, or shared experiences, can increase our own happiness. Giving fosters a sense of connection and purpose, enhancing our relationships and well-being. I began incorporating more generosity into my spending. I started gifting experiences rather than items, such as taking a friend to a show or treating a loved one to dinner. I also increased my contributions to causes I cared about, knowing that my money was making a positive impact. These acts of giving brought a sense of fulfillment that material possessions couldn't match. This chapter taught me that giving truly is better than receiving. By focusing on the joy and connection that generosity brings, I found a deeper sense of purpose and happiness in my spending. I also realized that giving doesn't have to be extravagant. Small, thoughtful gestures can create lasting joy for both the giver and the recipient. Happy Money. The science of happier spending taught me that happiness isn't about how much we spend but how we spend it. By prioritizing experiences, treating luxuries as special, buying time, delaying gratification, and investing in others, I transformed my relationship with money. How can you use your money to create more joy? Remember, the key to happy spending lies in making choices that align with your values and enhance your life. By adopting these practices, I found a new sense of freedom and fulfillment, proving that thoughtful spending can lead to a richer and more joyful existence.